Welcome back, friends. This is part 2 of the awesome estate sale and more. If you saw the first half, you probably were wondering what in God's green acres was going on. Well, our doggie, who is a full-blooded Siberian Husky, is very vocal about his wanting to go here, there, and everywhere, including going out. But I am filming this in the evening when my mother-in-law has gone to bed and hopefully stayed there and just going to sleep. So it's like, shut up, dog, please. So we don't wake up mommy. She needs her sleep. So I am sorry about that. But hey, part 2, because, we don't want it to be super long and boring, right? Okay, so as we went back before, I went to an estate sale. Within the last couple of weeks, I can't even remember. But I've also been here and there getting things from like Goodwill and other garage sales and stuff. So if you want to go back to part 1 and see. And now in part 2, we will show you the best part, the piece de resistance, as I say, at the end, which is that big brown, if you've seen the thumbnails, it's the big brown box. And there's a lot of good stuff in there. So stay tuned, and hopefully the dog will shut up. He's a sweetheart. He's a big white fluffy. His name is Snowball or Snowflake, and he's big like a snowball. So, I tell you, come to the crazy house with me. I live here. So, but if you like what you see and you want a good laugh, thumbs up would be great, and subscribe would be even better. So let's get on with part 2. Okay, so this particular box, it's kind of nasty, dirty, sorry. But it was from a garage sale. And then this, I know it's weird, little, candle stand. But my creative mind's thinking it's got to be something different. So stay tuned. I don't know what I'm making, but these both came from a garage sale. And I think they were literally like in their garage or barn. So some of this stuff needs a good wipe down or a wash. Okay. I found this really cool, one of those triple... these things, rulers, oh my goodness, ruler. So I thought that was pretty neat. Of course, I can't leave without a doily or two, right? There we go. Okay, and let's see what else we got. Oh, that's an empty case. Now, sometimes you have to, dig through the yuckies to get to the good stuff. Well, that's what I had to do here. I found some fabric and some ends and stuff, and it's just not my cup of tea, but these were some trim, I think. I read, I suppose you could make it, look like a lion or something. But, I didn't favor it, but if somebody likes it, it's some really neat fabric-y trim. I don't know exactly. Oh, let's see what's in this bag. Ooh, ribbon. Ooh, pink and blues and yellow. Oh, so many pretty pastel colors. Those would be great for the springtime. All right, now it's almost like Mary Poppins box over here. So this is some interesting trim. I don't know, not my cup of tea, but all right. Then we have some other stuff. It is trim. I don't know if it's for what do you call those, curtains or whatever. So we got some of this. It just keeps coming and coming and coming. Whoa, it's still coming. Gonna have some bangs. Yeah. Hold on, we're almost to the end. Oof. So there's a lot of that there. Okay. Then we got this other kind of trim. Sort of a blue and mauve burgundy. That's not. But there you go. Some of that. It's like this. It's like a banker's box down here. I'm just pulling stuff out. And there's this ropey kind of stuff. A crafter's dream, right? Oh, I was wondering what that was. It was tape. Okay, let's see. Here's some other things. Some more ribbon. Like, I think I need to go see the hairdresser. Need to see the beautician, right? No, sorry. All right, I gotta stop. Okay, so here's some more trim. It's like a black. It almost reminds you of shoelaces. That material that shoelaces are made out of. Well, there. Okay, let's see. Keep going. Here's some white trim. And, oops, silver bells. No. These are coming in. Whoa. Okay, there wasn't too much of that. Whew. Some pretty, whoa. Pretty, the wired ribbon and some flowery ribbons. And it's still, there we go. Let's see. And then we've got some fabric. That's pretty cool. Some pink and purple fabric. Kind of reminds you like a ballerina princessy stuff. Or I suppose maybe you could put that behind it. Maybe that was the idea. I don't know. Alrighty, a bag. A whole bunch of red trim. If you want to see that close up, there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. A whole bunch of rick-rack. More trim. Pink rick-rack, blue rick-rack, here a rick-rack, there a rick-rack. Everywhere a rick-rack. Yeah, see, because it looks like a curtain tie. And some more. Oh my goodness, so much. Some more binding. This one I thought was pretty cool. Kind of reminds you of a flapper dress. Now this is cool, and they're attached, but they're like these felt, that's not attached, but green, like these felt birds. So if I can get them untangled, I might use them in a craft or something. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, a few more birds over here. Whew. More rick-rack, more ribbon. Look at that. So much ribbon. Look at some more. Some pretty twine type stuff. I couldn't think of a word. Oh my goodness. And then, whew, so much. Holy moly. That all came from a garage sale. And it was really nice because it was right in my town here in Altamont. Well, I technically don't live in Altamont itself. I live on the outskirts of Altamont. Okay, but that's fine. And then I did find this cute little pouch at the estate sale, because here's the receipt. So it's a cute little pouch for something. And then I thought this was fabric, but it was actually a bag. You know, I think it's for your delicates. So I got that. And then this, okay, so there's two humongous things here. There's this huge table run. I'm saying this is humongous. Like, I'm assuming it's a table runner, but this gotta be a big table. Could wear it as a scarf like 2 or 3 times here. Hang on, I'm not done yet. Okay, as some of you may know, I'm a bit of a hot tamale, so I cannot keep that on. And then I found this cute fabric. I think it's a sheet. Well, it was originally a sheet, and so I thought I would make something out of it. So, it's a very nice sheet, and maybe if I really like it and it fits our bed, maybe I'll keep it as a bed sheet. I don't know, but it is a bed sheet. It's a fitted sheet. Okay. Whew. Now, that was from the garage sale. This is the estate sale. Now, these are gorgeous. They have the little applique of the candles, and they are plastic. Oh, and they've got handles. Candles with handles. Okay, and getting into them is a whole nother story. Okay, but they are they Tupperware? Rubbermaid? I don't know. I think they're cool. And I've got 3 of those, and I'm going to at least keep maybe 1 or 2 for cookies. If anybody is really, really interested, let me know. But I'm most likely going to keep them for my house for cookies. This particular one had ribbon bows in it, so had these wire bows, and I'm like, yes, I could totally do something crafty with that. So that was in that one. So they're all the same thing. Oh, actually, nope, they're not vintage at all. They're from the Christmas tree shop. Alrighty, well, they do look vintage. Look at that. Okay. Now, oh, actually, friends, I made room over here. Let me get that, oh, sorry, I scratched my nose. Let me get that button bouquet, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is a button bouquet that I make, and isn't that the most adorable piggy? All the buttons, different colors, but oh my goodness. So that's the button bouquets that I make. And I was thinking of making either a button bouquet or something in one of those things back there. Another thing that I love to make, I make stuff with the wooden blocks. So I make these little assemblages that spell out words with the wooden blocks. Now that was at another garage or a flea market type thing. And so, you know, you'd put them together somehow and make a little assemblage on top with the words. So, for the sake of time, I'm not going to make any words today, but, you know, if you think of any good words, appropriate word, no, I'm just kidding. I found this, and I thought it was awesome. It may need a little bit of help with painting. It's got these little spots that are missing, but I could definitely make a nice, you know, something right there. Put the, the transfers, the chalk transfers on here. So I got that. So see, I have a little bit of everything. And then we're going back in this box here. We've got Pinocchio, Garfield, the movie, snow dogs. So these I will be making the notebooks out of, I don't know. And never have enough manila folders. A big old pile of manila folders. I like to craft with them. And I make templates for crafts I do with the kids. And then I found, now those were at the estate sale. Now this I also found at the estate sale, which you don't find too much. It's called canvas text. Does it say when it's from, what year? No, it doesn't. It says it's from Long Island City. No, it's made by Marilla Company. Long Island, New York, Chicago, and Los Santos. Well, whatever. Oh, sorry, friends. It is canvas paper. And I'm like, oh, yes, please and thank you. That is so cool. Okay. Can never have enough pens. Sharpie gel marked. Well, made by Sharpie. Cool. Okay, let's see. Here we are. Here is the other recipe box, which I thought that was pretty cool right there with the bird. And then there's a whole bunch more recipes. And actually, another thing that happened is that I think the one box opened in my car. Because a whole bunch of recipes fell out. So, let's see. This must have been a favorite recipe here. Butter balls or Russian tea cakes. So, look at that. So vintage. You cannot recreate this nowadays. That's seriously buttered hands and everything, you know? So, let's see. What's this? Swedish rosettes, I think. Oops. So, these are so awesome. easy mixed up cookies. Now I can read cursive. Some kids, some people cannot read cursive, but I can. It just takes a little longer. So if you want to see go through the recipes in a different video. Let's see, what else do we have here? Eggnog angel food. Okay, eggnog angel cake. There we go. So, lots of cool recipes there. All right, this one was a Goodwill haul, but it's another one of those ones where I want to make a ephemera frame. So, oh my goodness, more recipes. What's this one? Mary's egg recipe? Egg, I don't know. Something. A mock souffle. Marinara sauce. So many cool little recipes here, but they fell out of the box, and that's why I keep pulling them out. Let's see, wow. Now this one, Danish puff bakes, but take a look at the fancy writing there. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. I swear that I can't believe there's still recipes in the box. Because the rest of them are all right here. A bunch more. And then what do we have here? Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Gotta have the Wizard of Oz for a book, right? Okay. And then we're gonna wake up the mother-in-law on our own. Look at that little sleigh. More recipes. Look at that. We'll put the extra recipes in the sleigh. Now, hopefully, Mama is very much in La La Land right now. I hope. Okay. And, oh, geez. Sorry, guys. Oh, my goodness. I'd leave it there, but I can't. Okay, so now we got ourselves a couple bundt pans. Well, there's 2 bundt pans here. Now, I don't know that I would make bundt pans, but if you have if I use my imagination, peppermint, for a craft, painted pink, red, and white for peppermint. I don't know. I can't get them apart, but that's those. Okay. Now, for the piece de resistance, hopefully I won't wake the dead when I go to pick it up. Okay. Ooh. So, all right, let's show you this beauty. Dun, dun, dun. It is a sewing box. So, it has an abundance of spools here. And it's so big over here too. Or some goodies in there. Some more goodies down here. But watch this. More goodies. I gotta close this up. And then some goodies down there. Oh my goodness. And then we have a drawer full. What I'm gonna do is now you've seen, there's nothing on the back. Okay. So, we got plenty of spools and some, all sorts of stuff in here and there. And then we have another section with more spools. And then we have a patch. Okay, and then this weird thing, which I don't know what in Green Acres this is. It has stuff on the inside. It has a couple different things there. I don't know what those are for, but okay. And then it's got an empty container of Fraytech. Or maybe it isn't empty. Ooh, I wouldn't want to use it. Fraytech. Lots of spools and buttons and pins and all sorts of goodies. Velcro. What do we have in here? A bag of all sorts of goodies. This one, which is the eyeglass screwdriver, which is always a good thing to have. A pill box. Oh, hey, there's another one of those. Cool. Now, finding it, well, you know, and then we got a bear claw. So, and some of this fabric, or ribbon, fabric, string. There you go. Take your pick. So, really very interesting stuff. All sorts of neat things. I gotta sit back. Oh, whoa, boy. This is not a very attractive angle, but tweezers. Here, let me get some of the things out of here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh. There's got to be a better way to do this. Oh, my goodness. It's like a booby trap over here. Some scissors. I caught that like that. Look at that. Oh, goodness. That's what happens when you don't get enough sleep. This thing, I don't know what that's supposed to be, but dangerous. It's got a hook and a poke thing. Oh, these things, which I think are pretty cool. One of those chalk things for fabric. And, oh, these cool scissors, but they're broken. Compact scissors. Well, we definitely have a wonderful array of different items in here. Some sewing kits. And let's see. Grommets. A full set here of that. So lots of really interesting things in there. There was one really cool thing. Here it is. Okay, so these are needles that have string already on them. They're like little kits. So isn't that pretty cool? So, it only took 2 videos, but we got through awesome estate sale and more. So, if you like what you see, a thumbs up would be great. A subscribe would be even better. And if there's something that you really can't live without, send me an email at reclaimedtreasuresbymary@gmail.com. And if I don't see you guys sooner than later, I hope you have a great rest of October and November. I'm hoping, honestly, I can't promise a sale in November, except for the drop sale for Thanksgiving. But I will keep in touch and try to come on more often. So thank you. I'm glad to be back, and I can't wait to show you all the goodies that I've collected and I'm going to be making. You know, I make a lot of stuff this time of year, so stay tuned. All right, have a great day, everybody. And my goodness, whew.